Here we go. Here we go. Let me get them weights and start doing some curls and stuff. Little arms and shoulders today. Just a little post-leg day arms and shoulder pump. What's up, Swag Nelly? What up? 6 weeks of watching the stream. That sounds great to me, man. Glad to have you here. Once again, glad we got you the headset win from the Corsair Corrupted Glad giveaway. And Lawyer Mode in Super Saiyan 2 style. Thank you so much, man. Oh my gosh. You guys are bringing the same power this morning. I appreciate it. Yeah, 2-a-day workouts are pretty fun. It's not part of my my routine right now, but they are fun. I really enjoyed it when I was doing my 2018 competition prep. I think it helped me out a lot. Kind of just like manage my energy and hunger, always being able to start the day with a workout and then look forward to a workout in the evening. It also made it so I didn't have to bring my food down crazy low. I just sort of increased my activity. So that felt pretty good. Not doing that right now, that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, but if you're feeling good doing the 2 days and you know, you got the time and you got your son to train with, that's a lot of fun. When you did that, your muscle growth exploded, nice. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but I mean, to be fair, I feel like we're training pretty hard in the mornings, that's good. What we could do though, and what's been fun, you know, on Monday was doing push-ups on stream, right? So now we're doing those push-ups for charity, but we could always knock out a few sets as well. Just stay pumped, stay warm during the day. It'll be kind of fun. Yeah. 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 Oh, they're definitely, you know, like, they're willing to work and get you a piece of equipment that you like and that you need. So, we got your watermelon, we got you. Oh, what's up, abs? Ugh. Working out like a whole 4 hours later than usual. Oof. Your wife approached you today about a fad diet. She doesn't like your calorie in, calorie out logic. I mean, she might not like it, but that's how it works. It's like, I don't, that's just how it is, man, but you can maybe, hopefully the fad diet that she's interested in, if it helps her maintain a deficit without her, I mean, she doesn't, even if we're intending to be able to that and helps her feel good, that'll help her slim down if that's her goal, but, I mean, deal with it, you know? That's how it works. So, but yeah, if a fad diet puts you in a deficit and it makes you feel good, I mean, make it work. Those are pretty cool, doesn't it, Dan? Yeah. Knocked out some 3 bench. What does that mean? You're saying knocked out 3 bench, 10% below your previous 1 rep max. Is that what you mean? Nice. Yeah, might have to get after it again. For sure. 3 sets, or a set of 3, 10 pounds below. Okay, nice. 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 I don't want to pay 40 bucks a week though. Oh my, 40 bucks a week? Okay. Well, there's a difference between I want to try this fad diet and I want to be scammed out of money. There's a difference there. That's, no. No, dear. We're not doing that. No, there's a difference there. I'm not paying no 40 bucks a month or 40 bucks a week to get scammed. No. No. Not doing that. I have to get clear here. What even is the fad diet? Like, why? What the heck are you paying 40 bucks a week for? Are they gonna deliver you all your food fresh to your door every meal? What are we talking about here? Yeah. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know, Loiter. I don't know, man. So
Sounds kind of BS to me, brother. Sounds kind of BS to me. We'll see. Oh. You don't want to? Well, then, I mean, I guess if you want to let her do what she wants to do, you can, but I mean, like... do it for 1 week, get the idea, and then set up yourself. I don't know. I'm gonna have to let you manage that one, bro. That is your lady, your deal. But if you're looking for some reinforcement that is not necessary, yes, I will happily provide that for you. That sounds whack, but that's on you. That sounds whack. Indeed. Oh yeah. Good luck, bro. Whatever. Don't want to track your calories? Okay. It's actually insane, isn't it? It's actually kind of nuts. People would rather pay $40 a week than just track their fucking calories. Isn't that insane? I don't understand. Just put your food on a food scale and put it on MyFitnessPal. It's not that hard. But people would do anything. I'll pay anything. Don't make me put my food on a food scale and type my numbers into MyFitnessPal. Anything. What are you talking about? That's goddamn discipline. Freaky. A little freaky. Whatever. Better to push both days or hit one body part per day? Depends on what you like to do. Yeah. It's easier when someone does it for them, sure. Are they gonna like adjust their macros, or are they just gonna just provide them a plan and then they just stick to it and maybe it works or it doesn't? Because it better be a damn good one. That's a lot. My guess is just some cookie cutter BS. So, I'm not getting mad at you, Loiter. I just think it's funny. That psychology, yeah. It's just some cookie cutter BS, yeah. Well, I tried multiple fad diets, but the most successful ones I started weighing your food and tracking calories. But yeah, it's just because you're cutting through the BS and you're just getting down to what actually matters, right? Yeah. You're just cutting through the BS and doing what actually is important for fat loss, so good job, man. Not everybody wants to do that, though. Sounds like Loiter's lady just ain't quite there yet, but whatever. You can't make people, you know, do it, right? They gotta want to on their own, so. But futzing around and spending all that money is like, I don't know about that. Alright, that's fine, Crazy Joe, yeah. From what I saw on the diet, the only thing it says about diets cut out sugar, very vague. Yeah, it's just getting scammed. It's just a 100% scam. But people will fall, like, you know, they'll go for it, they'll fall for it. It's just a scam. There's so much BS out there. Cut out sugar, do some push-ups. It's like, that might help. It might. But that ain't no $40 a month. Or $40 a week, sorry. I keep saying month. Because $40 a week, that makes even less sense. That's why I don't, you know. I understand that you can make money selling people stuff. I 100% get that. It's just not what I want to do, but it's a thing, for sure. For sure. then if you provide good info, that's one thing, but just ripping people off. Sort of exploiting that one, have the magic pill or whatever, right? Ain't quite right. Been doing really good building lean muscle, losing fat, great. You can see your abs again, super happy with yourself, great. Have any quick thoughts on how I can further improve my eating habits for my usual day of eating here? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit you with this video, and I'm gonna let you cross-reference what you're doing with what's in that video. Because if you're losing fat and gaining muscle and feeling good, it sounds like you're in a pretty good spot. To me. So I don't know if I'd do a whole lot different right now. If you're already feeling good. But that video can kind of help you get the basics. Which is kind of all you need anyway, right? And Cody Q, thanks for the 36 months, man. Big flex for you for the 3 full years, my goodness. You gotta send your wife to balance video to see if you get yelled at? I mean, I don't know why she would yell at you. It's like, sweetie, what you're doing is it's not how this stuff works. You're gonna pay somebody to BS you because you don't want to do the very basic foundational stuff that actually works. You're gonna have to make a decision to have some discipline. You can learn that from me, or you can learn that by continuing to spin your wheels doing all this random BS, you know? It's like, just is what it is. It is what it is. Could be fun, Jay, it could be fun. Judy's new gym looks awesome. We might let it finish up before we go bother him about lifting there. But yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Like, you're just not gonna be able to escape having to do some work, you know? It's just, you have to pull it together. Paying money doesn't necessarily make it any easier. It really just doesn't, because there are gonna be times you're gonna do what it takes anyway. And paying money to be scammed doesn't make any sense. Money doesn't, just because something costs something doesn't mean it's actually any more valuable, right? Doesn't make it any more valuable. So it's easier to overeat in a keto diet because fat has more calories and carbs. If you track your fucking calories, you're not gonna overeat, right? If you say, this is how many calories I have for the day, these are the foods that line up to hit my calories and macros, and I don't eat anything else than that, then you're not gonna like accidentally overeat, right? So that's why just doing keto or just doing paleo or just doing intermittent fasting without tracking your intake can potentially just not do anything at all. You know what I mean? So you may as well just do the foundational thing, you know? So I say track your calories. What I find more helpful than that is actually plan your day of food. And then don't deviate. You know what I mean? So, just decide ahead of time what you're gonna eat and just do that. Say, these foods in this quantity, in this amount of meals, allows me to hit my macros for the day, and calories for the day. And as long as I weigh my food and make sure I'm eating that amount and don't deviate from the plan, I'm good. I might be a little hungry at some point during the day because I'm working in a deficit, but that's okay because the amount of food I'm eating is enough. I'm not going to perish. And I will also understand that eating this amount of food will help me achieve my fitness goals or aesthetic goals or whatever, you know? That's how it is. Just gotta have some confidence in that. What will not work is just paying for some cookie cutter BS plan that might not even put you in a deficit, or it might put you in too much of a deficit and make you feel terrible, when you just don't need to do that. And then you wonder why it's not doing what you want it to do. But too late, they've already gotten, you know, a couple $100 from you. Or whatever, right? No, fat is definitely good stuff. For sure. You need some. Yep. Yep. How long workout shoes last? Usually around like 2 hours. Doesn't what get you hangry. Doesn't what get you hangry? Being in a small deficit? I mean, you're probably going to be a little hungry in a deficit, but whether or not you get all fussy about it is kind of up to you. I'm sure you can charge $40 a month. Oh, absolutely. That's just not what I want to do. Absolutely could make money off of very basic information, or not even good information at all. But you can. There's definitely money to be made. I just don't. That's not what I want to do. I'd rather just talk about it for free on stream and help learn the basics. 500 calorie deficit is a low deficit, but that should be enough if you hit it every week, every day of the week. Should be about 1 pound of fat loss per week. Just a thought. Are you ever scared that whenever you quit your strict eating plans, you'll feel worse physically and mentally? I mean, I know that if I don't work out and eat well, I'll probably feel worse. Yeah, that's why I do what I do, because it makes me feel good. It's like, just like if you know that you stay up late and don't get any sleep, you're probably gonna feel worse the next day. So you make decisions that help you feel the way you want to feel and be effective. Is that what you mean? Can too much of a deficit prevent weight loss? Not necessarily, but your body definitely is like, okay, what's going on here? I'm not receiving nearly enough food, and I'm being asked to exercise a whole lot. So your body kind of, over time, it will down-regulate its metabolism, but fat loss is also not linear. So pretty soon her weight loss might chunk if she has like a day where she eats a little more comfortably. But yeah, 1K calories a day sucks. Don't need to do that. But your body does kind of hold on to stuff if you put it in like a real stressful situation like that. With working out like crazy and not eating anything, that's a stressful situation for your body. So kind of hold on to stuff. But yeah, if she does like, first of all, she shouldn't be eating that low unless she's like an infant. I don't think we're engaged to an infant. Probably need to eat a little more. 1,500 calories probably better. And having like a cheat day or a cheat meal would probably be good at this point. Yep. She looks better but not losing weight? Okay. Yeah, that's really low calories to begin with. But fat loss oftentimes goes like this. And this chunk often happens after like a cheat meal. Tell her you won't play because she's too busy? Okay, maybe 1.5K. How about that? Maybe 1.5. But if she's building muscle and looking better, that's good. Tracking your progress across, you know, are you physically improving your like athletic performance? Are you getting stronger? Are you getting better endurance? That's one thing. Are you seeing the scale move is another thing. And also just, are you physically seeing a difference is also another thing. And you don't always see them all at the same time, but that's one thing about fat loss, it goes, it chunks. So, yeah, I think Archer eats about, 1,200 calories right now. I think so. You could easily offer online coaching for insane rates and spit bro signs. Absolutely, I'm aware of that. But that's just not something that I want to do. Rather just, you know, talk about it to you guys every day on stream. If at some point an opportunity comes along for us to condense some of the things that I'm saying, maybe we'll do that, but like, I don't know. I think it's just, it makes sense. Like, I've always enjoyed having my content be free. And you guys can support in a way that makes sense to you. So if anything, if I condensed my information, I would just make a good video about it and have that video available for free or whatever. But when it comes to my training, I mean, I train live on stream every day so you can see what I do. I think having these videos cut down to be a little bit shorter would be good for the Gains channel. Work on it, getting an editor for that kind of thing. We're gonna be shelling out for editors, man. This is gonna be a big investment. looking for ways to get more business expenses, and here it comes. But still, yeah, but we have, you know, committed community members and subs and, you know, sayings, and we have sponsors who make me creating content for absolutely for free, you know, a very comfortable, you know, thing for me, right? So we're good. We're good. We'll just keep doing that. You guys just keep showing up. Yep. That sounds good, Chip. Glad to have you, man. Yep. Oh, you're doing a great job, Lances. What's my training type? So my split is basically like, so I did legs yesterday. Now I do arms and shoulders. I'll probably do back the next day. If I feel good from back, I'll do a deadlift day, or I'll add another like upper chest workout day or chest workout. Then I'll do deadlifts, and then I'll do bench, like an actual bench day, and then I'll usually do legs. If I need another recovery day, then I'll add something else in between. So it's basically like splicing chest, arms and shoulders, back stuff to allow me to have like 1 or 2 days of recovery between big, heavy deadlift and squat workouts. I'm kind of happy with the work because I was insecure. You know, I don't want you to be insecure, Lance. What I want you to do is I want you to be excited, and I want you to be creative and stretch out a little. That's all. Just want you to stretch out a little. Keep experimenting with zooming in on big crits or funny things, or experiment with slow-mo. Continue to experiment with splicing in funny stuff like memes, using sound effects or images. Yep, these are very short videos, so it gives you an opportunity to get like some heavy-hitting, like funny stuff, some heavy-hitting funny edits per video. So select good clips, enhance them with video effects, and we're good. We're good. And Dylan, thanks so much for the fresh stuff, man. Big flex for you. I just wonder if we could use NVIDIA Shadowplay to screen record a VOD, and if that would be better quality than downloading it. I think it might be. We'll have to experiment with that one. Whatever, adding a day per week where you possibly run us through your meal plan. So I've periodically made diet videos, and what I could do, since I'm changing my diet into a bit more of a deficit than a surplus, I can make a new video for you, and I'll put it on the games channel, because I pretty much eat the same thing every day. Right now, since I'm doing a bit of a tightening up phase, I've actually mostly just dropped any sort of, most foods that are complex carbohydrates, like rice, pasta, things like that, I've dropped that out of my diet. So what I'm mostly eating right now is just protein and vegetables and fruit, and I have some yogurt as well. And that's like maybe like a protein bar. My supplements, that's really all I have to eat right now. It still is up to 3,000 calories and like 300 grams of carbs a day. But that's just the way that I feel comfortable eating right now after really hammering carbohydrates. I feel comfortable eating this way right now. And I think it'll help me tighten up just a little bit. So just doing like a little bit of a recomp, and then I might drop into a mini cut over like next 2 months or so. Thank you once again, though, Deadlifts. Appreciate it, man. Exclamation mark subs. Yeah. So I'm not a physical therapist. So if you need to like rehab like your hand after an injury, that'd probably be a question for them, right? Yeah, I mean, that's another thing we could do, Lance, is I can actually send you raw gameplay clips. Yeah. But what I'm wondering is if there's any way we could improve the quality. And I know that every time you like re-record something, there's a quality downgrade. And also make sure that, like, have you checked your rendering settings? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, I don't think it's anything that you're doing, basically. But I would check your rendering settings and make sure that we're rendering at a very high bitrate and best quality and stuff. Like 60 FPS and stuff. Which I'm pretty sure you are. But that's as simple as going and looking at a YouTube video of the best Sony Vegas settings or whatever. But I can also send you clips. The only problem with that is that I feel like it might be a small issue with your internet, but we can see how much or how long it takes for you to download and then re-upload clips of higher quality too. But I do think that even if you screen recorded the VOD, I think it would be a little bit better quality than having to download it. I think so. It's just a little more crisp, but we can experiment with that. I know internet is a small limitation for that too, so we'll see. But yeah, we'll be all right. But yeah, that's the answer to the diet thing. Is I could just make you a new diet video showing you basically what I do with my diet right now. But the main thing what I've done is just kind of drop out sources of carbs that aren't vegetables or fruits, basically. Yeah. Your PP must take you back to classic TV series making copies. Yeah, the meta definitely has shifted away from montages, but I think we're gonna keep it going. we have some plans to keep pumping out good montages. And I think that I haven't been able to make as many montages as I like or as I used to just because of the way my time has changed. But this is a year that we're recruiting some editors to help us create fun content. And hopefully it allows us to crank out some good stuff for you guys that you enjoy. Oh, keep the montages alive. Yep. The Corrupted Glad montage was a good one for sure. Did I have a chance to read your email? Yeah, did you have a chance to read my response to your email? Yeah, no, there's no way that Frosty K thing can exist. 12% haste? Why don't you go ahead and check your email? Real quick. Yeah, that Frosty K thing cannot be in existence. Yeah, cannot happen. I have 4% haste on my Venter Warrior. I have like maybe what 14 on my main warrior, and it auto refreshes chains of ice on Frost Strike. There's no way that can exist in the game. Yeah, no way. No way. You dabbled in some casual training just for cutting fast and feel more comfortable in your own body? Well, if you're losing motivation, it's time to set yourself some serious goals and get after it. You're going to get more out of it the more you put into it. If you have a more serious goal and you are working harder towards it and you actually challenge yourself, it'll be more rewarding too. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So can you send me a playlist on that email, Ramu? And go ahead and CC in the head honcho or whoever you were talking about. That'd be great too. That'd be great. Those kid weights from I'm not sure where they're from, but they are cool. Yeah. Yeah. There's just no way that Frosty Kid thing can be in the game. That's just so like these like auto apply permanent slows like. That make it like slow down your ability to play the game. That's toxic, man. Hamstring is still cost range is on global is melee range. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Frosty K has a chains of ice that makes you super slow and reduces your haste now and auto applies on Frost Strike. What the heck? That's gonna be nuts. That's gonna be nuts! Insane! Oh. I mean, who is toxic and in what way were they toxic, man? I don't understand. What's there to be toxic about? Like what was an example of a toxic response? Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. Yeah. You're gonna have negative haste. Which also does affect the cooldown rate of certain abilities, right? What amount of money do you get? That's a real question when it's a business thing, man. Is if you're seeking promotion for your product, compensation for that promotion makes sense. I wouldn't say that's toxic. That's very standard business. So just to reframe your perspective there. That's super normal, not toxic at all. Absolutely makes sense for an organization like Method to say, okay, you want us to promote your music, we would need compensation for that. That's how business works. Super normal, not toxic at all.
Just to reframe your perspective. But what you can do is send me a big playlist, because you sent me one video, but it was like a lot of people were talking too, so I didn't really get the chance to see all the music and stuff, right? Gonna be a light workout today. That's okay though. We had some big leg days recently. But yeah, that's an organization asking what you had in mind in terms of a fair payment for them promoting your music. That's not toxic at all. Standard. Oh, that's rough, fructose. Hang in there, man. Yeah. All right. Oh, I don't know what chat you're talking about, but yeah, that's super normal. If you're asking someone to promote something, them being paid to do that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so I would just I just help you understand that those people that you're talking to weren't being toxic. They were just, you know, that's how things work, right? Yeah, but yeah, sending me some music to listen to, that'd be great. I'll check it out. Thanks for locking in the sub, Watermelon. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. Appreciate that, man. So yeah, I don't think Sco's not being rude or toxic to you. That is how things work. Oh, man. Oh. Woo. Sizzle or not, Orlock. Sizzle or not. Yeah. Okay, well I can't account for the nature of his response, but inquiring about what rate you had in mind to pay him to promote the music that you're representing in some, that's not, that in itself is not toxic. Maybe the manner in which he responded with that kind of inquiry could have been harsh, perhaps, but I have no idea. Drum and bass, yeah, that's cool. How many hours would you say is a good amount of working out per day? Start somewhere and then improve over time. I like to do about 2.5 hours, but I've been working out for a while. And getting exercise in the morning and in the evening would be great, but I make sure that I at least get my morning workout in, which is usually about 2.5 hours. But some workouts are light, some workouts are more intense. This is a fairly light workout. That you trust my knowledge in the world, I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Whew. Trying to listen to some rock stuff, working out. I mean, I like a lot of different music. I'm cool with a lot of different stuff. Drum and bass is cool.
I usually listen to rock stuff. I mean, I can hear this in the background too. So professional standing, I'm not really sure where we stand on that since I haven't competed in a couple years, but with the pandemic, things might be different than before. But if I have to re-earn the pro status, I suppose we will, so we'll see. Or we can always go compete in a different federation if we want to do that too. We will see, we will see. It's kind of like rank 1. Once you've achieved rank 1, you're rank 1, you know? That's how I see it. You've succeeded at that level, you know, that's your distinction. I don't think I've gotten any worse over the years. I think I've only gotten better, so. But yeah, it'll be fun to compete again, probably next year. Take this year to grow. We'll see. Oh man. It's got some kettlebells. Nice. Nice. I won't get much beefier with just that weight, will I? I mean, it depends. You can progressive overload with something other than weight. If you do more reps, more sets, maybe more time under tension, different types of things, yeah. You can still progress with that, I would say. Sure thing, Lance, no worries. I don't do a lot of kettlebells, but, I mean, you can definitely continue to progressive overload. I mean, you also have a variety of like calisthenic movements in addition to the kettlebells, right? You know, I haven't, Hilo, I have not. What type of spyware is on that thing? I have not. Give that a good couple run-throughs with the virus scanner there. Give that a good sweep. No, I haven't. I really haven't not been in the loop about what he's up to for a little while, but so I can't really speak to that one. Yeah. Some cardio, nice. Nice. It's good. Come a long way from 130. That's good work. Oh, you bought a what? What are those? A footrest. Okay. Like for gaming? Stretch them legs. Yeah. Stretch them legs out a little bit. Ooh. Whew. That's cool. Oh boy. I lost some weight. Do I? Probably just working out later in the day, so I'm all drained. But I mean, I am bringing my calories down, so I could have lost a little bit of weight. Tell me what took your for the reals so you can burn fat. More fat lifting than running, and why you can't target the area you burn fat in. There's a lot of BS out there, man. A lot of BS out there, sorry. Oh, like a little foot rest, gotcha, okay. Yeah, gotcha. That's cool. But yeah, you just need a deficit to lose fat, and you can't target where it comes off, yep. Sorry. You know, there's a lot of BS out there, and I do try to do my best to kind of cut through the BS and give you guys the basics that can help you make progress. But yeah, that's how it is. That sucks. Delfrecht. Hang in there. Hang in there. Oh man. I think most people's goals for fat loss are sort of understood without amputation. It would probably be standard. Sort of an understood baseline of, you know, what the plan entails and what does not entail. Should've just watched you. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, I'm not the only one who's not gonna BS you, but I like to think I am one of the people. I like to think I am one of the people who's trying to help, you know, bring a basic general understanding and work off that, right? Oh man, just a fellow gym bro. Trying to look out, you know? Whew. Yep. I started lifting again in February, down to 198 from 235. That's crazy. Calorie count is a lot. Yeah, that's just the basics. Just, you know, get your energy in the right balance with your energy out to accomplish your goals. That's right. Yeah, 1,200 calories is very low, though. That's very low calories. I would not go that low. That's pretty wild. That's too low. Like my 2-year-old son eats 1,200 calories a day. So that's a little bit too low. Don't want to do that. You'll lose weight, but that's not a good plan for long term, that's for sure. Yeah, he turns 2 next week, isn't that crazy? On Thursday. Kind of crazy, huh? Oh. Eat everything that's super heavy? Yeah. He goes beefy? Maybe. If eating everything puts you in a surplus, but it doesn't, I'm not gonna get beefy. He is a massive gym rat, it's true. He gets it in. Comes in here and tears it up. It's a good boy. That's a good boy. Now we're going extra chill today. That's okay though. Little arms and shoulders pump session. Recover a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, 1,800 is pretty low, but if it's working for you, keep it up. If you feel okay. Just okay, it's alright. It cleared up pretty quickly. It was just kind of a pain because it sort of became an issue so soon before the meet, but it's okay. Thanks for checking in. Oh. Woo. They are good though. I know, it's pretty wild, Leo. Pretty wild. MyFitnessPal, King Kong. I know that we've had you watch this video several times now. I know that we have. What's going on here, bud? I gotta come over to your desk. What's going on here, bud? What's not getting in? What do I need to do? Tighten up. Come on, you. Tighten up. Tighten up. That's good, Dolph. That's good. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. That's good. Stay straight. I'm very glad to hear that. All right, well, I'll catch you later. I'm having some EAAs and carbohydrates during the workout. But yeah, MyFitnessPal, King Kong. Get that in the food scale. Watch that video again. And am I gonna start a cutting time soon? I'm bringing my calories down now into, I would say, maybe probably around maintenance, and then I will probably slowly move into a slight deficit if I'm not in one already for about 2 months, and then we'll resume the bulk. But yeah, doing a little mini cut right now. Nothing major though. Real gentle mini cut. Yeah. 26 sets every other day, 26 sets of, sorry if I missed it. EAs aren't important if your protein intake is sufficient. Yeah, I think they make me feel good though during training. I usually train in the morning without a whole lot of food in my system. I usually just have like some, I do have 2 scoops of whey protein isolate before the training, so I don't think they're necessary, but they do make me feel good, so yeah. This is a full body workout? Okay. You could do a split too if you wanted, if you want to train every day. Oh. Good try. Cutting out sugar. Sugar's good, dyes are kind of irrelevant, but if it makes you feel better, go for it, yeah. Intra-workout snacks, I usually just, what I'm doing right now is a drink called, it's a powdered thing that you can mix up with water called a Super Carb by NutriBio. I like that. I do like that with the EAAs personally. Once again, don't need them. I like the way they make me feel though. Is that paid? It is not. It's a free app. You might have to pay for a food scale, but other than that, we're gonna eat prepackaged food and then you know what's in it for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Jason, fair enough. I have a little mini cut, yeah. I mean, I still count everything even if I'm in a surplus though, Jason. So I know what I'm doing, and so I know how to adjust if I want to. I'm sure this car's a little too much money, fair enough. Dried fruit, sure. Sure. You go for that, something that's carbohydrate rich, easy to digest. Sure. Yep. Give it a try. Man. Oh. I'm not really struggling with losing that last bit of fat on your lower abs waist. That does hang on sometimes, yep. Started adding 2-3 times a week, 30 minutes of cardio on the stair machine, makes me like crazy. Yeah, that's, you know, if you're at a plateau, adding a little bit more exercise to increase your weekly caloric expenditure makes sense. Yep, let's see if that helps. If not, you can step up your cardio a little bit more, but as you get leaner, fat loss often slows down a little bit. So, yep. Do it, Horlock. Do it. And Super, thank you so much, man. Big flex for you after the 5 months. Do it, Horlock. Get them squats. Whew. We'll keep on pumping. Yeah, I mean, if you're dieting on pretty low calories, it's gonna sting. Like the diet that I'm on right now, I feel like this is like super sustainable. Like I could do this forever. That's kind of how it feels to me. And I might lose a little bit of weight on it, but I'm very comfortable. And that's how I like my diets to feel for the most part, unless I'm really trying to dig in to get super lean for competition. And that does sting a little bit, but it's usually just an energy thing. Energy just gets a little low. I actually feel like when I eat the way I'm eating right now, I feel clean, burn, and good. So, that's good. I like that. A reliable way to track calories burned from weightlifting is basically exercise about the same amount every week, eat the same amount every week, and then see what happens with your weight. That, by being consistent, it sort of takes variables and turns them into constants that you can sort of get an idea of what you're doing. So, the more consistent you are with your training and your diet, the more you're gonna be able to see, is what I'm doing enough, right? Because you know what you're eating, right? Then you know that, you know, about 1 pound of fat loss coincides with about 3,500 calories of deficit. So then you can say, okay, so I'm eating this much, and I lost 1 pound. That means that the difference between what I'm eating and 3,500, you know, calories spread out over the course of the week is the amount of calories I'm using, right? Basically. So it kind of irons it out. An Apple Watch does not tell you accurately how many calories you burn. It might give you an idea. Though anything like that, where it says this is how many calories you burn, is kind of like a point system. Like for example, I use Whoop, and I think it tells me fairly accurately what my base metabolic rate is, if off of my breathing. I don't think Whoop does as good of a job tracking your efforts from weight training, but usually Whoop will tell me how many calories I used during my day, not counting the weight training that I did. It's because it tracks your heart rate and your breathing rate. So it tracks, like if you do cardio, it tracks that pretty well, and it'll crank up your calorie amount. But for me, I feel like it tells me, it usually tells me about 2,500 calories a day is what I use. You add in 500 to 600 calories for weight training, and that's an estimate of how many calories I use per day. An estimate. So, but if you want to use like a cardio machine or a watch to tell you how many calories, you gotta take it with a grain of salt and trial and error it out. Yeah. My recommendation for a fitness tracker is a Whoop, though. Really neat data coming from your effort and your recovery. The only thing about Whoop is it's better at tracking your cardio exertion rather than your weight training. What's interesting though is if you have a really intense weight training day, it'll oftentimes show up in your recovery the next day, not necessarily in your strain for that day. It's kind of neat. Isn't 5 pounds a month a good amount to lose? That should be fine. Just a hair over 1 pound a week is good pace. Yep. 5 pounds a month is great for your mom. Yep, that's great. That's great. Bro, I'm on a diet, but I don't see much success. Well, no offense, I'm gonna roast you just a little bit. The attention that you've given to the advice I've given you so far has been very inattentive. You also likely have been very inattentive to your diet at that point. If you don't get the very basic stuff in a 4.5 minute video, it does not surprise me that you might be struggling to diet. So, I don't tell you that to roast you, I tell you that to tighten up. Start taking this stuff seriously. Make use of the information I'm providing to you and get serious about doing the things required to accomplish your goals. Alright? Love long walks, likes, yep, that's great. That's great for low intensity, just like, you know, exercise, it's good. I'm serious, King Kong. I'm glad to have you here, and I really do think that we can get you on the right track. The more deliberate you are about doing the things that I'm telling you with tracking your intake, having a period of trial and error to figure out what calorie amount, what exercise amount is going to work for you, and then just grinding it once you get there, you're going to be surprised. It takes a little bit of work on the front end and a lot of discipline on the long term, but you got this. It's not very complicated. And once you get in rhythm, you actually feel good. But you're gonna have to mean business. You're gonna stick to it. Yep. Planning on a weight gain diet, only worry about the cost right now, budget. White rice doesn't cost all that much, and it's a great way to add calories. And the yo-yo effect, don't fuck up. Don't look at it as a diet and then be like, whoa, I'm done with my diet. I can't wait to go back to eating like shit. You know, like, be consistent, be deliberate. Yep. Get back to work. Stick with it. This isn't just a 2-month diet. Now, after 2 months or whatever, your goals may change, but your habits of sticking to tracking your calories and making adjustments to accomplish your goals needs to be like something that's sustained over a long period of time. And remember how it feels afterwards of you messing up and being like, oh, I don't like it when I do that. Remember that. And whenever you're in the moment of like, oh man, am I gonna eat this shitty thing that I know is gonna make me feel bad afterwards? You say, no, because last time I did this, I made a decision that I will never do it again. And so now in the face of this moment where I have a decision to make, it's actually not a decision at all because you already made the decision 2 months ago when you fucked up last time and said you'd never do it again. Like, that's how it works. Is you actually trust your rational, long-term planning self to make the decisions for you so that when you're in the moment like, ooh, that would taste good, you're like, nah, it's not worth it, I'm good. You sort of overcome this sort of in-the-moment desire with the long-term decision and discipline that you've already established a long time ago. That's how it works. You wish I was your personal trainer? Pay me $300 a month. Keep tuning into the stream. Sounds great. Or watch for free, and I'll continue to do everything I'm doing right now. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Oh, Geeson, yeah, that's tough. Tough stuff, dude. Sometimes you have different goals that change things, but you get back to it, man. You got this. 1,800, 1,900 calories per day for a 195-pound male shred weight. Are you exercising at all? I don't like to go below 2,000 calories, if I can help it. Thinking on the fruits and veggies you have to budget out? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Frozen veggies ain't too bad. Frozen fruit ain't too bad. You got this. You got this. App says 1,500 for you? That sounds pretty low. Once again, I wouldn't use the app to tell you what to eat. I would use the app to tell you how many calories and macros are in what you eat or want to eat. I wouldn't let it tell you what to do. It's just a calculator. It doesn't know that 1,500 calories is too low for a human, like, a full-grown human being. Are you exercising at all? If not, you should do that. Oh, oosh. You're doing cardio 7 days a week for an hour and lifting 3 days a week. I would do more lifting and less cardio. Because you're probably gonna have more of a physique that you actually want. Or still do cardio every day if you like. If you enjoy doing cardio, to do it, I would just lift a little bit more. But maybe don't go below 2,000 calories. You can even try 2,500 and see how much weight you lose per week. If you're losing 1 pound a week, that's great. Yeah. Biggest problem is just someone looks big all the time. Like, big how? Like my stomach sticks out, but it's just this, right? Like I do have fat on my stomach, but it's just a strong abdominal plate. It's just what my body is. I just don't know what you mean by it sticks out. Could just be your posture, right? Could be that too. Why are you trying to get down to 170 in particular? I wouldn't say I have a massive gut. Hold on. I wouldn't say that. But no, I mean, you have strong muscle structure, and my back kind of just curves, just how it is. It's just how I am. But it'll be fun because we're gonna be losing fat off of here and my lower back and stuff over the next 2 months and stuff. It'll be interesting. It'll be kind of fun. But having a strong core is really good for lifting weight. And your body storing fat on your midsection is super normal. That's a great place to store fat. It protects your organs. Doesn't really get in the way. It's just a good place to have fat. It's close to your organs, so it's a good place to store fat. Super normal. Another thing I would say is you don't need to get bone dry, shredded for no reason either. That's gonna hurt. What's up, baby?
Hello.
You don't need to get bone dry shredded. It's more fuss than it's worth if you're just, trying to lean for the gram. As somebody who's been really lean, I'll do it for competition, but outside of that, I'm not probably going to drop into single-digit body fat. Yeah. What does spinning the flags you have? It means that defend the flag. If there are people coming to your base trying to capture it, hit them to stop them from capturing the flag. Usually until reinforcements arrive. Just continue to keep people from capturing the flag is what spin the flag means. Yep. Yeah. Just defend the flag instead of just just fighting, make sure that you're paying attention to people trying to capture the flag and make sure you hit them so it interrupts their capture. That's what that means.
Sure.
Are there any specific exercises for love handles? There are not. Body fat is stored energy on your body. If you consume more calories than your body needs, for survival for later on during hard times, your body will store extra energy as body fat. When you're in a caloric deficit, your body will burn fat for calories in order to make up the difference between what you're feeding it and what it needs. That's why you strategically feed your body just a little bit less than it needs. You're not starving, just a little bit less than it needs so that you burn body fat for calories. You do that for a longer period of time, you can get leaner. Your body figures out where it wants to burn fat off of. You don't have control of that. Silence, thanks for the 6 months, appreciate it. I don't remember the exact price. But it was an investment, but it was worth it. You want an earbud?
You can look it up.
Yeah. You want an earbud?
Sure.
So I can hear you better.
I was a little late.
You're good.
I had to paint some window ledges, and then I got paint on my clothes. But
Uh-oh. We're just kind of dinking around a little bit.
whatever. Oh no!
I'm trying to cut. 1 second. I'm trying to cut really bad because I want to be able to see my muscles through the fat, plus being 6 foot 1 and 5 is fat. Is it? This is me at around 6 foot 185. That's not real fat. I weigh 215 right now at 6 foot. I'm not super fat. Sounds like what you need to do is build muscle, which means dieting is not what you should be doing. Are you a young person? Chances are you should probably be spending more time building muscle, because if you just diet down, you may end up just looking skinny if you think that you're fat at 185. You might just want to spend time building muscle, like I said, especially if you're young.
Maybe, huh?
Yeah, building muscle is money in the bank. Dieting is cashing out. Yeah. I'd say you probably want to spend more time building muscle. Doesn't mean you have to be real chubby, but chances are the physique that you're looking for is likely going to be more achieved by building muscle than just getting really skinny. You're 21? Yep. It's time to build, my friend. Don't waste your 21-year-old juices dieting. Build some muscle. Eat a good amount of food, healthy amount of food. You don't have to get fat, but I would maybe say eat in a small surplus or around maintenance if you want to tighten up a little bit. Don't be going into some crazy diet to lose 20 pounds right now. Now it's time to grow. Yeah. It's time to grow, Mr. 21-year-old. Yeah. Time to pack on some muscle mass. You can worry about dieting down later. You're gonna like the way you look more if you build muscle than if you just turn into a little skinny boy. I mean, I will admit that being low body fat does look aesthetic. It looks good for the gram, but if you're trying to build a physique, you need to spend a lot more time growing and building muscle than being in a deficit. And I try to follow that advice for my own self too. So I would say,
I'm just Jen.
yeah, eat well, for sure. Eat good foods, you know. Make good diet decisions. You don't need to go into a massive surplus. Start getting in the habit of tracking your calories now. But use this time to get strong and build muscle. As a 21-year-old, you got a lot of really good juices flowing to establish what your physique is going to be like as you get older. And using this time now to build is what I recommend. And if focusing on getting strong helps you have that attitude, that's good. I think it's more fun to focus on, you know, building muscle and getting strong in a surplus than trying to focus on the aesthetic in a surplus. So as a coach, I have not, no. I find it objectively difficult to judge my physique. I mean, I feel like once you're like dieting down for a show, I mean, you're like, all you can do is lose fat. Like I don't think it's like, you can train really hard and imagine that you're going to build muscle, but as a natural, like you're not going to build muscle in a contest prep, you know. So I just try to get lean, train as hard as I can. You're 39 and about to get TRT done. Well, I mean, it helps you stay healthy. I'm actually getting blood work done today to make sure everything is in good shape, which I imagine it is, but. I mean, if you gotta stay healthy, you gotta stay healthy. You just can't really compete as a natural anymore if you're on TRT, but other than that. So a lot of people do TRT, I mean.
What are you gonna do if you have low tests?
I'm gonna.
Like, what are we gonna do, you guys?
I really don't think I do.
I don't think you do.
If for some reason my testosterone comes back low, then we'll probably go get it tested again in a couple months and see what's up.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, huh?
Yeah. But if you're just 39 years old and hopping on TRT because you're 39, I mean, that's not quite right. I would take a look at your diet, your rest, your exercise, get that going in the right direction first before you just start hopping on TRT. Like Claudia's saying, 39 is early? 39 is just a number, man. It's not whether it's early or not, it's whether you need testosterone therapy or not. Some people just think that they hit a certain age and they'll hop on TRT. I'm not saying that that's what he's doing. It's just like, well, I'm at this age, time to hop on.
Yeah, Will. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for guys especially, I feel like the 20s is like a good time to build muscle for sure, but like...
So are your 30s and 40s.
Right, like dudes, the way that dudes build muscle, like the older you get, it's almost like...
You just get muscle
like,
maturity.
The stronger they feel, like tighter or something.
Muscle maturity.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like younger, you have a lot more like fat weaved in. It's not. This is like my own mind.
You're just establishing, it's just
and it's almost like it's just like a leaner, stronger muscle as you get older or something. It sounds weird.
It is interesting. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm 31 now, and I think I'm the best I've ever been. Just about. Like, I'm gonna break my all-time PRs here in a little bit. I think I have the most muscle mass I've ever had. But yeah, Reef, I don't know, I just kind of like doing my own thing. I feel like if I was really focused on like becoming the best bodybuilder I could be, a coach would probably be helpful, but at this point I think I kind of enjoy the journey, and I like it being my own progress, my own like process and adventure and journey. My wife started working out with me. What rep range should be doing to help shape the muscle? Rep ranges are kind of up to you.
I think it depends on the style that she likes lifting too.
Right, like when you're, like if she likes lifting higher rep ranges, then do higher rep ranges. Jenny likes lifting in low rep ranges.
I like pushing more number, like weight number than I do.
Right, so she's a little more power oriented, like trying to push weight. So she does less reps to be stronger, but depends. I think 12 to 15 is a good learner rep range. To like figure out how to move the weight and engage your muscles and be safe. But yeah. I would imagine my testosterone, first of all, I don't think testosterone really matters all that much. I don't think there's a big fixation on it, and it's not that big of a deal, as long as you're in the natural range. But I would imagine it's probably even higher than last time I got checked, because last time I was like, 2 months after competing? 2 months after finishing my bodybuilding competition?
I thought it was
something like that. So I would bet it's even higher, actually. Have you tried fasting? So what do you mean by that, King Kong? So given the information that you have thoroughly absorbed from that fat loss video, what do you think fasting is going to do? Having an understanding of what matters and what doesn't. What do you think that answer is going to be? IDK, people say it works. Okay. I mean, if you're in deficit of calories, you'll lose fat. If fasting helps you comfortably maintain your deficit, it could be useful. On its own, it doesn't do anything.
It really just depends on like what works for your lifestyle. The way that diets are all set up, not one diet is better than the other. They're all about caloric deficit. You just have a choice to decide what one works best with your lifestyle. People try to market it as like, oh, better than anything else, but like really it's just to get you to buy the product.
Right. People say a lot of stuff, King Kong.
Yeah.
And you have the information.
Some people love keto. Some people love intermittent fasting. Some people love like what the Atkins diet, high carb, whatever. But if you're in a deficit, you'll lose weight. Right.
So you have the information. You have the lens through which to view everything, and you say, is this diet good? Is this diet good? Your lens is, does it help me sustainably maintain a caloric deficit in a way that I can do it like comfortably and achieve my goals slowly over time? That is the lens. Everything else is like, hey, does intermittent fasting work? Does it allow me to comfortably, sustainably maintain a deficit? It's like, if so, sure. Does keto work? Let me take a look through my lens. Does it help me comfortably maintain a caloric deficit? Okay, it works. All right, cool. Other stuff is like, intermittent fasting works because your body has this special mechanism where if you don't eat, you burn extra fat. You're like, that's bullshit, yeah. Nope, it's actually a deficit, yeah, okay, cool. Right. I've tried everything, but nothing works for you because you have not, looked at the lens, consistently maintained a caloric deficit sustainably, right? That's why.
It's so hard to get over that first, like, really high dip, or I guess high peak of, like, hunger. Like, you feel foggy, you're, like, really doubting what you're doing, you feel low energy. But you have to, like, you have to really focus through that point. And I know it's hard because, like, I've done it multiple times. And not easily. I've failed many, many times. But it's, like, that's, like, the hardest part. And then you're going to get those little peaks of, like, I just don't feel good. I just want to eat. I just want to do this. I don't want to maintain, like.
Building that deficit, or building that. Building
you just gotta keep going.
Discipline, yep.
Yeah, the discipline, consistency and discipline. It's hard. Yeah. All right.
You got it though. You can do it.
Oh.
All right.
So working out fasted, I have 2 scoops of whey protein isolate and I have carbs during. I've been trying to not have nothing in my system. I've been trying to add calories in a way that's comfortable for me. So. No, kind of not. I don't have like a meal first, but I've been trying to find things that are, provide some nutrition and energy to use during my training. And 2 scoops of whey protein isolate, and then throughout the course of my training, I'll have 2 scoops of this stuff too. The carbs and whatnot. You do need to find something else to cheer you up besides eating. You do. You do. Yep. Have protein performance great. Yeah, just something in my system to give me some energy, yeah. For sure. Cookinator, welcome. Yeah, so we're usually live starting around 6 a.m. We had some stuff to do today, so we're on a little later. But we are usually on for the rest of the day of gaming on weekdays. We've been doing a little bonus gaming streams on the weekends too, but yeah, follow the stream. Follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, stay in the loop. Glad to have you. Give me some protein with water.
Okay. If it's the protein that's like chocolate or vanilla, I use milk because it's good. I actually use the Silk protein milk.
It's up to you.
So, but if you have the really cool one that we have right now, what is that one called? Isopure?
Yeah, Isopure infusions.
And it's like a fruity drink. It's not like creamy, like, I mean, it's a whey protein, but it's not like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like chocolate and vanilla. It's a fruity one, so I mix that with water.
Yep. King Kong, caloric deficit is not a big secret. It's actually just the way things work. And people who know what they're talking about will tell you that. I'm sorry that you haven't heard people talk about it before. There is a lot of absolute BS out there designed to keep you confused so you will pay money for someone to give you the top secret way to lose fat. I'm sorry about that. But I'm telling you, this is it. This is it.
Oh my gosh, Ty.
How many of you guys who have been watching the stream have started tracking your calories with intention, seriously, and have seen progress? I know we've heard from a couple people. You go ahead and just assure King Kong that we are delivering helpful, accurate information about how this works. Just in case he needs a little bit of reassurance. Riggs has, there you go. I've had other people too, but I mean, once again, let me show you something. This ain't no keto, intermittent fasting, vegan paleo. This is me eating the appropriate amount of food to fuel my body for what I need to do and be in a deficit of calories.
He ate granola protein. Like protein granola.
Right. And it's not, oh my God, what kind of secret magical protein granola did you eat? No. It's hitting the calories I needed. Right.
He ate that. He ate, what'd you eat? Veggies? You had a lot of protein.
Some days I would have cereal, shakes. That's about it.
I mean, it was pretty crazy. But he just kept within his caloric thing, made sure he got his protein, made sure he got the calories in that he needed.
Yep.
And then he was good, filled in the rest, however he wanted.
And then when I want to build muscle, I'll eat a nice little surplus so I have extra energy to train with and build with.
Yeah. The thing that's so funny about, like, when it comes down to this kind of stuff and understanding it is that it's almost so boring to people that it's like it can't be right.
Well, it's just up to them, right?
You know?
It's like you have to have some
It's
discipline
like-
of what you do. It's like,
Well,
it's
no,
just how it is.
I know, but that's the thing.
You can't
It's like,
escape it.
it's like, I think why diets and marketing and that kind of stuff works for a lot of people is because doing the thing that works, no matter what you're doing with a diet or not, is because it's kind of like boring, or it's not exciting, or it's not like, you know.
Right, so they sell you a
I don't know,
sexy
so it's hard.
they sell you a sexy idea like, all you have to do is just not eat a single carb.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just not eat during this time of the day.
I mean, 'cause
all you
we
have to
all-
do is just take this product. And it's
You do really
how it
respond
works.
to like when it's like, oh, you have to restrict, or oh, you have to do this, or you have to do this. But like
Yeah.
when you kind of like, I guess, get like the whole idea, it's just so boring. It's like, nah, I can't, you know, or you know what I mean? It's kind of funny, huh? Yeah.
I'm trying to think, did I not put my carbies in this one? Maybe I did. Tastes different. I don't think I put carbies in here. I don't think so. Let me test the thing on your sip.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it?
I don't think I put carbies in this one.
No carbies.
Need carbies.
What are you doing?
Need them. Calories in and out, whether it's sustainable is the question. Yep. Well, I mean, like, you can lose weight on an unsustainable diet. It's just probably not going to be something you can do for very long. So it's unlikely to work, right? That's what he's been watching? Yeah, sorry about that, King Kong. I got your back, buddy. I got your back. The hardest thing for me when I'm on a dieting phase is not eating what you want. You can eat what you want, you just can't eat as much of it as you might want, right? You can eat foods that you like. You're just gonna have to be a little bit more deliberate about the quantities. I did do carbs, are you sure? Am I doubling up on carbs? What did I miss? Am I just doubling up on carbs right now? Oh man. Is it earlier in the day or just now? Because I do two of them per workout. Early in the stream is okay. Yeah, I didn't do a scoop of carbs in this one. I think we're okay. The Jenny's a beast.
No, you guys are.
Jenny's a beast. She has like tremendously good, like just natural lifting form.
No.
Not that you've never lifted before, it's just like you're getting back into it.
I literally had to reset it.
Getting right back to it.
It's so lumpy.
Getting right back. That's the Primeval Labs? No, I'm using Primeval Labs EAAs. That's a NutraBio Super Carb. I made a video that I used the Primeval Labs, and then everybody just bought it, so now there's like none left. So now I'm just using Super Carb instead. Oh. Yeah, exactly, Renee. Like your prep should feel pretty good. Like ideally, it should feel pretty good. Are protein shakes bad? No, they're just another
They're
source of
not
protein.
bad. It's a supplement. If you can get all the protein you want in your day with whole foods, that's probably the best thing. But if you need extra protein, why not?
But no, protein shakes are not bad. It's just protein. It's like saying Nesquik is bad. It's like, no, but okay.
I think your dad's probably thinking there's other healthy alternatives to getting the protein that you could do.
There the carbies are.
But
All right, now we're good. Yeah,
do you do any videos on lifting form?
I haven't made a bunch of form-focused videos, no, but I like to lift. I like to think I lift with relatively good form when I train.
Yeah.
There are videos like that online, though. But yeah, there's nothing special about whey protein, really. It's easy to digest, and it's an easy way to get a nice chunk of protein, but if you don't take whey protein because your dad won't let you, you're not really missing out on a ton, so you're okay. There's not like some special magical protein or sort of magical muscle building thing for whey protein.
That's hard, King Kong. It depends. So For me, for example, I can eat in just like a little bit of a caloric deficit and do my lifting, and I'm able to like lose some fat and build some weight because you're kind of new.
If you're new to lifting,
back into it,
you can do both at the same time. Eventually, when you're advanced, you won't do one or the other.
Right. It's really hard to kind of get that balance to do one or the other if you've been a seasoned lifter and you're trying to bulk and or diet. So
I hear you, Thibbles, too, by the way. I hear you.
Huh?
I said I hear you, Thibbles. He's saying that weight is real food. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you want to probably get whole foods in as well as like, you know, powders and stuff, right? It's not bad though, at all, no.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, XKDT? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, as always, with all supplements, do your research.
Buy a reputable brand.
Buy good brands, yeah.
Bodybuilding.com is good. I like muscle milk. Muscle milk is more than just protein. It has carbohydrates and fat in it too. But yeah, I like bodybuilding.com. I like the what's it called? Isopure is good right now too. Oh, he's back at that too. Let's go, dude. Oh.
Thank you for the zombie! Boosta!
You still good over there for now?
I think so.
Okay, welcome back, man. Big flex on 22 months. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Maybe I'm a little old school, but there's no such thing as too much protein within reason. Well, sometimes at a certain point, it's probably better to use your calories for the day on a macronutrient other than protein, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna spot you now.
I knew that one was going to be a struggle, though. I knew I had it in me, but I knew that one was going to be a struggle.
When am I starting TRT? Probably never unless I need it, right? Which I don't think so, we'll see. If I need it, then gotta make a decision on whether that's something I want to be doing for the rest of my life, but I bet I won't need it for at least quite some time. Good throw safety shot, so I'll spot her. I'll be alright. Oh, man.
It's a good song, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I have whey protein isolate before working out. So I can digest really fast.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're doing great. Oh, man.
I knew that last one was going to be a struggle, but I was like,
Yep.
I think I got this one. Pretty sure.
I wouldn't be able to
It's not heavy enough where I'm going to be squished, so that's good.
Yeah. First time back, a couple years. First time in the gym. Nice. Or first time back in the stream. I wouldn't be able to compete in the natural bodybuilding anymore if I was on that though, so.
Yeah. Maggie, you got this.
I think the advantage to protein isolate is that it digests fast. So for me, it's like, as good as a pre-workout even. Woo. Nice, no one. Keep it up, man. If that's your goal, keep it up. Keep pumping the gains. How many hours a day do I work out? Usually only like 2.5 hours a day right now, which is good. Never had weights fall on my face. Nope.
Oh no, this is not 155. This is 75. I'm not that strong yet. We'll get there.
You're not strong on squats.
Like my bench is so weak. I don't know. My chest is very weak.
Keep going.
Huh?
So you keep going, you got this.
Yeah. This man will work out for about 21 days in a row before he takes a day off, and then he hates it.
I do. Days off suck.
He will work out every day.
Just doing one workout per day right now. I think 2 days are fun. Just not really in the schedule at the moment. How many last time?
5.
Okay.
Good. Come on. Good job. Good job. Way to focus up.
Those 5, like the 5th is a struggle, but I'm getting it.
Yeah, no, those were tough reps after the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Good job.
Whew.
Good job.
This is so cute.
Sets of 5. Killing them.
We're getting back into it. Thank you for the support, even at 75 pounds.
I mean, I'm sorry that you got sick and hurt, and probably just do something light, like going for walks, right? I mean, that's probably a great question for the doctor, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we still talk to Hodded? I haven't talked to him in a little bit. I checked in with him, like, maybe it was around Christmas time, because I hadn't seen him in a while.
He's doing GTARP stuff, right? He's doing good?
Yeah, he's doing a lot of GTA.
That's good.
Doing a lot of GTARP. He was going to come back to WoW. And I think maybe he did a couple streams, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you let him go with RP, that's good.
I hope he's okay. I think with, like, everything that was going on this last year, it's been hard to see him because we, you know, with him coming into the States and stuff, it was a lot easier to kind of meet up. And so, I hope he's doing all right.
Whoosh.
Ooh. Righteous! Oh,
Thank you so much, man, for the 2 months of flex for you. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You can't just throw it out there, Cozy. You gotta set it up, don't you?
throw what out?
His comment.
Oh, my goodness.
There's usually some kind of setup with that, right, or no?
My goodness.
All right. There we go. Yeah, you gotta start talking about that one. Yeah. I don't act like I know it all yet. No, for me it's just, I think if you understand and apply the basics, that can take you very far.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Do I switch between strength, power, hypertrophy, endurance workouts? Maybe a little. I think right now I do like some of my, like my squat and deadlift are kind of on the more power side, I guess. And then I'll do bodybuilding style workouts with like high reps and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice, Will.
Nice, Will.
I don't think I've played that one, no. What is that? I was getting hit by tornadoes in
Arena in TBC yesterday. That was interesting.
Fire NATO.
Oh boy. Besides gaming and fitness, other hobbies do I have?
I don't know, mostly just hanging out with our little guy, hanging out
Playing
with the family.
video games. You like to play basketball.
I mean,
I haven't been able to pick up with anyone lately.
It's pretty much games and games. That's pretty much what I do. But it's, being committed to that is fine. That's what I do for a living, so.
All right, when you're done with that, I'll be ready.
Okay.
you're on test? No. Never have been and don't plan to unless it becomes like medically necessary. Which I doubt it will for at least a long time. Please be serious. Yeah, serious.
Never messed around with any of that stuff. Alright. I'd be a whole lot stronger. Fake natty, no. That's what I mean by never using that stuff. Just natty, no fake natty, no. Great, let's go. Yep. Stand up. Awesome job. You're doing such a good job getting your breath, and that's what allows you to push through.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Those are probably the best ones I've done.
Freeze. That's not the vibe, dude. That's not the vibe. Yeah, sort of cringe, yeah. That's okay. He'll hang out maybe for 10 minutes and kind of get a better feel for what we're doing here, and then maybe come back and try again. It's all good. It's all good. All right.
We're gonna go
I'm
up.
gonna hit you with some pull-up flex. You're gonna go up a little bit.
Maybe I'll do like 3 more.
Are you just gonna put 2.5s on?
No.
You're gonna
Put
go.
2 more pounds.
You're gonna go a whole 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right now.
So 95 pounds.
Okay.
We'll see if we can do that.
Yeah, for 3.
Wait, no. This is 90.
How many? It's 95. How many sets? It's 85. How many sets did you do with that one? Did you do 3?
3 of 5.
Oh, you did 5 sets with that? Okay.
3 sets of 5.
3 sets of 5. That's awesome.
Yeah. Because this is getting me back to my quarters.
Yep.
I need my quarter plate reward again. Oh, Grubzo, thank you. A year and a
Hey,
half.
18
My
months big flips
goodness.
for you. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. All right. Let's go. Woo. Yeah, morning's good so far. I had to do a little appointment, but that's all right. All good. Get in the gym now, and we'll get our game in and stuff going after this. Standard. Oh boy.
Aw. Hopefully everything gets all kind of as normal as we can do it by the end of the year. Going back to the gym, you know,
Yeah.
doing like normal stuff again.
We're traveling, I'll be going to the gym. I
Yeah.
can. I think the United States didn't really close down as much as some countries did.
They should have.
We're also getting the vaccine rolling out a little bit better though, I think, too.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about that.
Let's not get into that again.
Hopefully by the end of the year, pretty much everybody's getting back on track. Hey Maggot, what's up? Been hyped seeing those strength lifts back up. I know, he's doing good.
Oh, man. Whew. Man. Yeah, get some weight movement. Feels good.
I'm gonna get hyped for this.
Yeah.
Gotta have a good song. Not that this one's bad,
Yeah.
but I have a feeling I just need it.
Spot a bike? Yeah, I want to get like a bike for inside, so I can do like those Zwift things and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. Be cool.
that is really good though, Maggie.
People say your juicing not even that big. I feel you. I mean, like I'm really nothing exceptional, but you know, I have been working out for 20 years, so hopefully I've built some muscle mass during that time, right?
Right.
Hopefully. Yeah, dang.
Is
If you want to get big, you don't need to do drugs. You need to eat.
Is a 6-pound gain in a month realistic or no?
6-pound gain in a month? I mean, you can
it
gain
will
6
be
pounds a
fat.
month. It's not going to be lean.
It's definitely going to be a lot of fat in there, but you could probably put on, what would you say for muscle wise? Like if you're just starting back in the gym?
I mean, you're going to probably, if you had worked out before and then you get back in the gym, you're going to be gaining some muscle back for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, like, it depends on how your body reacts, honestly, but 6 pounds you could do, but it'll definitely be, majority of it would be fat. So, but if you're gonna be gaining muscle, that's kind of like part of it, you know? You need the fat to feed your muscles in order to lift more. So.
That's not entirely accurate, but
Yes, it is.
it's not entirely
You need the
accurate.
food.
I mean, if you're going to be in a big surplus to gain 6
That's
pounds,
it. I mean, it is a lot, but
Yeah.
it'll be like water weight. It'll be, you're gonna be lifting again, so you'll be tearing a lot of your muscles and storing extra glycogen and all of that.
you got it right the first time, Maggie. But yeah, no, getting some extra food in your system is going to be good. All right, let's go.
All right.
How much your bench is going to be? 85.
This isn't a good song, though.
You know this one?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good song, but it's not this song.
Like when I'm trying to gain weight for like a nice, slow, controlled bulk, it's going to be about a half pound a week.
All right.
All right. Get to every rep. Your core and your lats are what's going to let you push through.
Yeah.
You got this. Good.
good job.
That is better. I got 2 solid ones, but...
Yep, so do that again and just control that third one on the way down as best you can.
Okay.
So we'll do 2 push throughs and then just a super slow and then just push.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've been working so much on my breathing. Breathing is so important when you're lifting.
His form is nuts, huh?
Thank you
form is insane.
For the form compliment.
Yeah.
Honestly, I lifted so horribly before, you guys.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. Okay, so when I was...
improved, but it wasn't horrible.
I've improved, but when I would bench before, instead of like, you know, going down and going up, I would really get my elbows out. For some reason, I felt like I had to be more perpendicular, and my wrists would really crank back. So that's different, and I don't know why, but it's better. I guess I'm more mindful of it. I don't know. But, so that's good. And obviously I'm doing decent coming back into it. Is this my 4th time benching now?
Yeah, alright, you want to do this one again?
Yeah, just one more time, and then I think I'll go back down to 10s and just really push them out.
Alright. Because I think finding you something you can do for 3 would be fine. What's up?
Archer!
Sunday low.
Where's my baby?
Come here, Mr. Gabbage.
Where's my baby?
Looking at that.
Archer! Where are you?
Come here, boy. Come to the gene.
Oh yeah, he's there. He's there. Whew. Yeah, if they say they're like skinny fat, like get your diet right, always. Always a food thing, but and lift weights and you'll be fine.
Alright, so generally with skinny fat, my recommendation is to build muscle first.
Yeah.
Don't dive.
And that's what she was saying too.
Yeah, don't dive into a big deficit if you don't have any muscle to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of mean, Maggie. They asked to speak to, it's like, really?
That's funny. That's funny.
Isn't that horrible?
I don't know. Maybe they just need a second opinion in general, but the fact that they have a gender makes a difference is kind of funny. Have I been enjoying QVC Arena? It sucks. Half of my abilities get resisted, dude. It's bull. It's fun.
It was so funny listening.
It is actually bull, though.
It was so funny yesterday. He was freaking out so
multiple
bad.
times.
And I'm like, that was TBC, and he's like, no. I
had like 4 intercepts, 5 intercepts in a row get resisted by like a night elf druid, like not even an orc. I'm like, I just want my abilities to do what they're supposed to do.
It's actually whack.
It was so funny. I was like, no, like, he didn't play back then. So I was just like, well, that was kind of how it was.
It's actually whack. It's kind of fun though, but I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, it's funny.
I absolutely recommend supplementing with creatine.
Just play a mage and get a rogue.
I'm gonna get Jenny on creatine here pretty soon.
I don't know if I want to yet. I'm still a little hesitant on creatine because I already have a lot of personal mental issues with weight number, and I know that if I start taking creatine, my number will probably go up just a little bit because of naturally holding water. It helps store, a little bit of water.
A hydrated muscle is a healthy muscle.
I know, and that's the thing is I have to get over knowing that.
Maggie, she doesn't know C4 has creatine in it.
Okay,
she doesn't know.
I already know that. That's the one I take. I take C4.
How are they gonna know? They're never gonna know.
They're never gonna know.
How are they gonna know? They're gonna know. How are they gonna know? There's a little bit of creatine in C4.
But
you take 1 serving?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a half. There's like 2.5.
Then I'm fine. Yeah. Then I'm fine.
You're actually fine.
I take another 5 milligrams or whatever.
Get the double dose, the hydrochloride and the monohydrate.
I don't need it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm gonna prepare for a lifting meet, maybe.
Guys, bodybuilding.com, creatine monohydrate costs like $8 for 100 servings. Use my exclamation mark BB link.
I'm not gonna do it.
How are they gonna know?
Don't do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You don't need to.
I did it.
I did it.
I did it. That's
It costs like $8 for 100 servings. Get it. Exclamation mark BB. There we go. I don't know if you saw, but Maggie works for Bodybuilding.com.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Hi, Maggie.
She gifted us 5 subs yesterday.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Alright.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more set.
I use creatine all the way up on the day of the show.
Because this is my baby PR right now.
My
Good
plan,
PR.
you got this. My plan for shows is just to keep everything as consistent as I can, including creatine. If anything, it holds water in your muscle, doesn't it? So, water retention isn't usually a problem for a natural athlete. Here we go. Another one? Let's go. Push, 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 push.
Alright. That's okay.
I know it.
That's alright. I got a little swampy.
Yeah, you did, just a little. So you want to go down to just 10s?
Yeah, and then I'll just bust these out for a while.
Okay.
Just get a good lift in. But that was a PR
For.
for my coming back. So that was 85.
Yep, and you did 2 on your own.
I did 2 on my own. So,
A total of 3 on your own.
huh?
A total of 3 on your own. Got that set.
I guess so, but yeah. So, that one was a little hard.
Yeah, I've always drank a ton of water, so. But yeah, like creatine doesn't make you look bloaty and chubby. Like, that's not.
He was on creatine the entire time.
I use creatine
Yeah.
I keep basically all my supplementation and all my diet the same. I don't really restrict water or anything else. I just get in shape and get on stage. Endurance events. I was an endurance athlete in high school and college. Distance running was my sport back then, and I find bodybuilding to be very similar. So.
My
Yeah.
little nephew is doing cross
Oh, I
country
love it.
now, and
It
we
makes
are
me so happy.
excited.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
My brother like sends us the times that he gets and stuff, and we're just like, oh, awesome!
He's a soccer player, and he'd always be like not getting enough play time. I've been leaning on him to take running seriously for a long time.
It's
Now he's
so
a freshman
cute.
and he's kicking butt. He's getting the bug.
Hi!
Hey, mister.
Who's this little boy? Archer, can you come see mommy?
And do some lifting in the gym.
Come here.
Hello?
Archer, go to the gym.
You're gonna get mama a hug. You're gonna get them weights first
Archer,
things
come to
first.
the gym.
Archer, look at the gym. Wow.
Hi.
Wow,
Oh my
wow.
goodness, he's lifting.
Woo!
Come here, come here. Baby, what are you doing? Mama's lifting.
You're doing everything.
You gotta check it out. I got that wet front going on.
He does too. He was practicing drinking out of the bottle.
Oh, good. Okay.
The pink one.
So heavy.
Nice work.
You
Okay.
wanna do some bench pressing like mommy?
Yeah.
We did
Wanna
do
lay
that.
down?
We have been busy.
Yeah.
Help with the big weight.
Help with the big weight.
You wanna lie down? Come here.
Can you lay down? Here, we'll get his bench or his
He is dirty and wet.
Ready? Okay. Wow!
Wow.
Woo!
Good set.
job! Do it again.
Wow.
Whoa!
Good set.
Archer!
Good job, buddy.
That's the most weight I've ever seen you do.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
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 Here you go.
A champ. You guys like that dismount?
Heavy. So heavy. That's how he racks his weight.
Watch your head.
Don't bunga the hits.
No bummer to hate. There's your clippies. Isn't he so cute? Oh.
Don't bunga the hits. Can you put it on there for mama?
How did I lift that? Quaylen Archer has this aura of strength around him, so we can lift his weights when he's here. But when he's not,
Double.
you're out of the aura, it's so heavy.
There.
It's true.
Keep it on him so I can do a set.
Come here.
No bongo to his.
Come here.
Get your set, little haters.
So many.
Get your little set. Can we get you set up?
No, I've been in the park for 2 hours.
Can you help?
Come here, get your little set.
Did you get in a little bit of litter over there?
Litter? Yeah, we were looking at the paper.
Okay, so you can get back down there. Quit kicking around. Let's see if we can get your little
You're
set.
racking the weights.
That's not even heavy for the eaters. Got the meat legs. Get your little set there, Nina.
I had a dream I had no muscle in my arm. I could feel my bone, but not a muscle.
Good job. You put the weights on.
Bone dry lean.
Look at our
Nina lifting in the gym.
She's 45 pounds.
Nina lifting.
strong. Lift to exhaustion.
Yeah.
Archie, you ready to go take a nap?
Nina lifting in the gym. Oh my God.
Wow. Oh, he's going for it.
Hit it. Woo! Oh my.
Oh, my.
Nina lifting in the gym. How does Nina do that? How does Nina lifting in the gym?
Wow.
That's another use for your toes, Archer.
I don't think you've seen this weight moving up, boy.
He's like, get it going.
Nina lifting in the gym.
Now, we had a good time at the park. We played in dirt. We played in sand out here for a long
That's some
time.
cat litter or something.
That sand is
That's
fun.
cat litter just from looking at the fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
We climbed, we swam, we walked.
Careful. Jenny, can you get him?
Come here, come here.
Bang into them.
I know, just.
45 pounds of weight.
There you go. Gonna spin it? Wanna spin it?
Spin it for Nina, will you? Come on, spin it.
Will you watch him when you're done so I can do a set?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch Jenny.
Oh, these are just the 10s. It's easy.
Yeah, spin it.
He says,
Do you want to get on, Archer? Legs. Take that weight.
Alright. Get a hold of it, Nina.
Gotta get a hold of you. That's what's wrong. She's so strong. We got one.
You gotta get a hold of it. No, when the weights are moving, you gotta hold on to them. Weights are in motion. You
I
gotta hold on to
could
that.
see him out of the corner of my eye. I was like, no.
You need to beeline into that weight.
I know.
Yeah, beeline it. So that you beeline that to the weight.
Oh,
You
man.
need it.
You're gonna help mom.
You need that weight. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
No, he
We're-
forces his way into the gym.
He forces his way in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ain't funny.
Is that so fun?
What's up, boy?
Let's go do the spinner.
Watch the hits. Watch the hits. There you go.
Archer, let's go do the spinner.
Oh, we love the 10s. Can you get it? Wait. Here we go. Here you go. Mama, look your toes. There you go.
Oh, that's a big weight, boy.
Good
job, boy. Yeah. Good lifting,
Good
Archer.
job.
That's so good, huh?
Mama just protects your toes because I don't want a 10-pound weight falling off. Okay?
No weights on the toes.
Yeah. You lift it like this.
Go, Archer.
Like that. Oh,
Bumps.
knock it down. Okay.
Go,
Okay.
Archer. Let's go.
Lift it up.
Whoa.
Wow.
Go, Archer.
Wow.
Wow. Woo! Oh, man.
Yes, he can do it.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna take this thing off real quick.
Archer's turn.
Archer's turn.
Whoa.
Whoa! There we go.
Jeez, you're strong, buddy.
That's good work, boy.
Walk it off.
Walk it off. Archer's turn. You got it, Benny?
Yeah.
Okay. Oosh! Use them legs! Oosh! Oosh! Yeah, keep your head up, that's great form, boy! Woo! Oh, man!
Walk it off, bud.
Archer, have a high five?
Right here.
Where's your weight at?
Right there.
He's still working.
He's looking for it.
Get your work in, guy.
He says, now this is a weight.
Archer's turn. Whoa!
That's multi.
Oh, he's doing some wrist rollies.
That's good, Archer.
He's got such good.
Woo! Strong boy.
This is insane.
He is hammering that 10-pound weight.
Archer works in the gym. You get little calluses on your hand.
Getting the calluses, checking the muscles.
You get your
Oh,
calluses.
he needs the sleeves rolled up is what it is. You get the sleeves rolled up for him?
Pull up your sleeves.
Get his handle or something about. There you go.
There you go.
Find your hands.
Here you go, baby. Okay. Archer's turn. Archer lifting at the gym.
Oh, wait a minute, I do have my
Woo!
I want a video of this. I wish I had my camera.
Oh, nice.
Woo! We just threw it on top of the concrete.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, wow, wow!
Careful. There you go.
Woo! Hey, look, Archer!
Wow!
Super Saiyan power! Super Saiyan 2 times 2!
Plus what addition one to the
Thank you, dude.
Super powerful.
Big power.
Bye-bye, superpower.
Bye-bye, superpowers.
Bye, Goku.
Bye, Goku. That was Gohan.
That was Gohan. Say bye, Gohan.
Bye, Gohan.
Bye, Gohan.
My Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
You said so nice.
Archer's turn.
You ready? Ready for Archer's
All right, let's go, boy. Get it, boy.
Goodness.
Good hip hinge, boy.
Woo!
Good job, Archer.
You're not heavy.
Good job. Oh, damn.
Archer works at the gym.
Archer, work at the gym.
All right, Daddy, hold this boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Come here, buddy. Nina's gonna hold you. We're gonna stay in the gym. Hold. No.
You can just squat down and hold him back here.
All right, Mommy, just wait.
Mommy's turn.
Mama's turn.
Don't see those. I'm not taking.
Mommy's turn. You just gotta stand back.
No,
Yep.
watch.
Where's Mommy's turn? Archer, watch. Mommy's turn.
Mama lift.
Mama gonna do some lifting. Here we go. Go, Mama. Let's go. Yep. Good. Good. Yeah. You're good?
That was a little while.
I'll let you have it. You're good.
Mama, do it.
Oh, Mama! Oh, she's looking for his weight
I
again.
know he is.
Where's your weight?
You can do that one. That other one was getting tired.
Yeah. I'll let you have that 8th one. That was all you.
He was a little squampy, but that's okay.
No green button.
Oh, no, push
No
the green button.
Green
We'll
button
do
is
it
good.
later, okay? Archer's the one
We
with the
visited-
color on today. That's true.
We visited the Bodybuilding.com HQ before. It was fun.
Come here, come
No push the green button. No thank
I'm
you.
gonna tell everyone
Grab one
hello.
of these real quick.
Say hi,
Back it up.
everyone. No green button yet.
No green button.
No green button.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You say hello.
Archer.
You wanna go in? Get you some snacks? You wanna push this green button? Push it.
Hey, Nina.
Sorry. I was like, what's he doing? Sorry.
Push the green button one more time. Push it.
Thank you, Archer, for pushing the green button.
Come on, love. It might get loud. Come
Say
on.
bye-bye.
Come on.
Thank you, baby. Good lifting, Archer. Good job, Archer. Good job. Oh. Oh, that boy's gonna be stronger than me. He probably will. I'm gonna hold him off for a little while, but he'll get there.
He will.
He will. Well, that's the dream, right?
Aww.
Ugh.
Have a good day at the gym, Byron.
Woo. Man. Oh. He's
He does. He
Good
looks
boy.
like him. He's got my eye color. That's about it. I'm just
not
kidding.
true. He's got your back and shoulders, thank goodness.
Hopefully.
Thank goodness.
yours are good though too. You say no, but
No, you got the back and shoulder genetics. I need to make sure he gets those from you. Jenny is jacked.
I gotta change this song. I'm sorry. It's just too.
That's fine.
We're just going too much.
That's fine. Oh.
Ooh.
This isn't actually making.
I know, but what the heck?
Yeah, you can check it out. See if you like it.
Is it a remix?
It's
Like-
a cover. They did,
Oh,
give
they did a
just
cover.
little shout out at the beginning there, though.
Aw. This is hard.
The song?
Yeah.
Hang in there. Let's say apply for it. We could.
I know, Benin.
We could. Oh, it just has to be Silver and Cold. Is that the album that we like?
What?
Is it Silver and Cold the album I like, or what's it called?
You like the Sing the Sorrow album. But
Yeah.
I like all their stuff, let's be real, but
Yeah.
a lot of I'm more of like the Black Sails and the Art of Drowning fan. I like their new stuff though.
Yeah.
I like Burials, I like their
I don't dislike their so I just like that the most.
yeah, their new one that's coming out is interesting. It's gonna come out in June. You guys should buy their album. You should. Support my favorite band.
You're asking would I consider you a beginner? For what purpose? What does a beginner, what does that matter? I mean, probably, yeah. If you've been listening for 2 months consistently, you're probably pretty new. I mean, I guess, right? So, like, what does that matter? Coming over there. People don't say lift too much as a beginner. I mean, lift where you're at. I mean, like. You probably don't need as much volume to make progress, if that's what you're asking. Yep.
One more.
Okay.
Barely made it
Good
up.
job. Good job. I'll let you have it. No, that's 65.
No.
Pretty good though.
We are at some little baby
Pretty good though.
pins.
Pretty good.
I was 75. We've moved it down. I did 85 today, actually. Yeah.
I would lift, like, if you're passionate about lifting and you want to go lift every day, then do that, Groovy.
I am very, very weak at the moment, but it's my 4th time bench pressing in 2 years, at least.
Don't let somebody tell you to not work as hard as you want to work.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you're a beginner, you might not need quite as much volume to progress. But I mean, if you're having fun lifting, you do it.
Horlax, I'll be doing 215 in a week. No problem. No problem.
What's up?
I'll just do 215 in a week.
Pretty soon, yeah, pretty soon. Pretty soon. You'll definitely be done with your squatting that much pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I think I can. And deadlift.
Yeah, deadlift squat.
Yeah, I'll get there too. Deads, I did a PR yesterday of 175. And I could have done heavier, but I was so excited. And I was like, well, I want to do it when it's on stream so that I have a recording of it.
Jenny is like a cat. She leaves me presents out here. Like if a cat goes out and kills something, and they'll like leave it for you on your doorstep.
Like, look at the weight.
She leaves her weights just on the floor. Like, look what I did.
I did it on purpose this time because you joked about it, and so I was like.
Look what I did. I'm gonna here real quick. We're back.
It was so funny. Yeah, Trimunity. My thing is right now, especially with the little Mista that you all just saw, like I feel like I could lift more than what I'm doing or work out for longer than what I'm doing. But I know that I'm like at that place where it's like, okay, you did a good workout. You can either keep going and be really sore or you can stop now, hold your baby, and do things throughout the day where it's not gonna kill you. And so that's where I am. I have to balance it. And no injuries, please, because man, I love feeling sore too. So when I first did squats, I was like, oh, I did really good. I think I went up to like, I don't know, 135 or 145 or something. I was sore for 5 days. Like so sore, holding him going up the stairs to bed. It was like if I collapsed, will he be okay? Like, it was so hard, and I didn't drop him and I didn't fall, so, but it was so bad. I was like, I just probably shouldn't do that. What? Come on, Horlax. I bet you would like 1 week of lifting and you'll be like double my weight for lifts. I'm serious. Just take a solid week. That's it.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Just gotta get your form right, Orlok. You got this, man.
Okay.
Let's go. Take every rep seriously. Let's go. Really good. No rush. Yep. Come on now. Let's go. Hit this one. Come on. Push. It's tough.
Hard.
Fatigue is setting in just a little bit.
It is.
That's good. But
It really
part
is.
of the reason your fatigue sunk in is because you took every rep seriously, which is good. Instead of just like.
I did that one breathe out as I went down, and
That'll get you. Yeah.
Yep.
That'll get you.
But it was still a solid lift up, but that could have made it a little weird for the next one. So.
The breath. Yeah, the breath lets you push through better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's up?
That was just, I don't know, so I'll do one more set and then I should probably wrap up. Like we were just talking about, I don't want to be too sore to hold the arch for a match. I'll be like,
All right.
but yeah, it's good. I feel like I've done a really good workout today, and I think I've actually worked out bench longer than I have all of my other previous ones.
Yep. It's so.
So,
I know you don't want to be too sore, but
it's good to push it a little bit. Work up your work capacity.
Right. I think that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Burn a little more calories. That's your goal, right?
Burn more calories?
Burn a few more calories if that's part of your goal.
I mean, I'm doing it in the gym. So here's my weird thinking, and tell me if I'm alright. Diet-wise, I'm in just enough of a deficit where I can lose like a pound to a pound and a half, probably just like a pound a week.
That's
just
great.
Like
that's good pace.
fine.
It's good pace.
And I'm mostly just lifting just to build some muscle while I can without it being...
The calories thing is just a small bonus.
Right, so I'm not looking to like be burning calories for lifting.
Right.
I'm just looking to like...
Yep, just build muscle. You're good.
Build muscle. Yeah, so like maybe that's
Yeah.
why I'm not focusing too much on the length of time that I'm here.
Well, you're good. You come in and get your work done. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Does that sound weird?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying that if you wanted to work out and do more sets, you can.
Yeah.
There's going to be a time where you don't need to be like, well, I need to hold it back. You can,
Yeah, I think like if
when you're feeling good. But you've been doing really good work today, so you got the right idea.
I have like, if I lose, this is, I'm getting a little personal here, but if I lose like 10 pounds, that's all I need. 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I'll get pretty close to what I was before, before I got pregnant.
And if we're thinking about the beach, that's about, 1 pound a week.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah, so I'll get right around there, and then I'm mostly just looking to see, like, Ben, it's like, all right, can I lift the numbers I want? No? Okay, well, maybe I'll step up a little bit of eating to see, and then if I start to gain too much weight back, then, like, I'll kind of do that. But then I'm going to look at, once I lose, like, these 10 pounds, then I'll look at trying to push more weight.
Yeah. I just never really got into power cleans. That's just all there is to it. It's never an exercise I really did a lot of, so I just continue to not really do a lot of them.
I don't think they're bad, though. I don't think they're bad. It's not something I did a lot of over the course of time that I've been training.
Dang, Stream Elements. I'm going ham.
Oh. Here we go.
All right. What is this?
This is a Disturbed song, I would imagine.
Oh, yep. How'd you know? You're funny.
Because Disturbed was making music that was a little bit saying, hey, you freaking suck back then, Saying, Arsa, back in the day.
Already sold your soul.
Had to put some messages out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 1 set of pull-ups while you get ready, and then we'll get it, okay? Oh, it's a little forearm work right there. Yep. You can just sort of at any time saying. Here we go. Let's go, Jenny. Good breath every time. Take your time. 6. Yep. Strong, let's go. I'm here, so let's go. Come on, push. Good.
That's a 6 line like that.
That's okay.
Man.
No, the 5 are good. The 6 is just you're tired. So.
Yeah.
And you
So it's like first 4 are so strong, I feel like, but
So that right there.
it's so wiggly.
So what I'm saying is that right there is why you do some volume.
Okay.
So you can, because you're strong. It's just a matter of building, more work capacity.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
I did good today. I got a new PR.
Right.
I did a lot of volume. Good volume.
Yep. I would rather you take those 5 reps really seriously and take the descent of the 6th rep really seriously and have me help you with it.
Yeah.
And just try to blast through 5 and see if you can get 6.
Nice.
So you're doing good. That's good. That's quality. Because the way you're lifting, being able to push the weight to complete the rep is important, but like being able to have the weight under control and be supported the whole time on the way down is like really important too.
So do you think I'm going down a little too fast still?
I don't think so.
Or were the last 4 really good?
I'm just saying that, like, if you're trying to bench, I would rather you say every rep is important and good, rather than saying I'm just gonna try to get this 5 done so I can get the 6th one done too.
Okay.
I'd rather you do 5 quality reps. That's good. Very good.
I did it.
Very good. All right.
Y'all, thank you.
We're going outside to go. Westing outside? No, he had to almost go outside to go to the bathroom because his girlfriend was in there too long.
Good day of lifties.
Yes.
I'm happy.
Good job. You want to do a few arm sets while you're chilling?
No. I'm telling you, I gotta save it.
Okay, all right.
If I'm picking that child up.
All right.
Which is also really funny that it's like I have to set limits on myself, whereas like before I wouldn't, but I feel like this is actually more helpful in a way.
Yeah.
Probably not, but
Good, have a good reason to be disciplined, that's fine.
yeah. Oh, so we're just using the Blue Yeti like on its own little stand on the table. We have, this is the Blue Yeti.
Yeah. That's old, Mike.
Yeah, this is a very old one.
Had that thing for about 10 years.
If you're looking for like an actual proper
Yeah.
mic stand like he has in his stream office, I think I just looked on Amazon for one. They're not super expensive. It works. It's held up. It's not like it's lost. It's like what do you call that? It's tension to keep in wherever spot you want to put it in.
Oh.
I could look up what kind it is, but honestly, it wasn't like a super expensive one. I just looked at a high rating, and I want to say it was under like $25, maybe under $40.
Ferio, if
Something
you
like that.
I would give yourself like at least 3 days between doing the same exact workout.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to bench and then do something and then do something else and then do incline bench on that 3rd day, like you get 2 days to recover, you could do something like that, but I'd give yourself at least 3 days of like, between training and muscle group if you want to do it in a split. That's just what I do. Some people on a powerlifting split will, have more frequency to their training than that, but I think of like, you bench on the 1st day, then you could bench again on the 5th day or 4th day if you really wanted to. That's what I do. But I think twice a week is a good frequency to train a muscle group. That helps. Twice a week is good. I want to work out for longer, but I think I'm getting...
He has definitely competed in quite a few shows. Couple bodybuilding shows.
Yeah, so I earned my pro status as a natural bodybuilder in 2018, and haven't competed since then, but I do plan to compete again once the pandemic is over. And
Yeah.
I have a little bit more time to build muscle, but yeah. It is fun. It is cool. Yeah. But like I said, I let the pandemic settle down and give myself some time to actually build muscle so that I'm, noticeably better than last time. Take some time.
Do you want to see what he looked like? Okay, where is it? Let me do it.
NB 2018 and 2015. It's got to scroll down. There you go.
Look at this man.
You gotta
Wait,
click that ball. That's probably...
And this one too.
That's one of my favorite pictures of my physique.
So that was
111,
tall
2015.
picture, yeah, 2015. The one on the right, 2018. So he put on some muscle.
I think it's also just a different angle.
No, you did.
I hope so. But I really like that picture of the 2018 physique. That's probably one of my favorites. So trying to improve on
You
that.
guys look good.
Got room to improve. Oh man. Yeah, I just don't know how it works in that federation. Like under a normal situation, your pro status lasts for 2 years. So as long as you compete every 2 years in a pro show, you'll maintain your pro status.
Right.
But since it's been more than 2 years since I competed,
With the pandemic.
I may have to re-earn it. But with the pandemic, it might be a situation where you get like an exception or something, right?
Right. So we'll have to see.
I'm not too worried about it. The reason I compete in WrestleMania is they didn't have to fly to those shows. They could just
So
drive. So
here's
we'll see.
my thought though, is if they do say, oh yeah, like you lost your pro status.
Let's get it again.
Yeah.
Or compete somewhere else if I
Are you
want
gonna go through
to.
there, or are you gonna actually go to like the natural pro NPL?
Well, there's some good ones. There's like WNBF. They do drug testing and polygraph.
Okay.
So if I wanted to do more stringent drug testing, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But I think I have to fly to those shows, so. But yeah, I mean, I want to compete in a place where, you know, you can have some confidence that your competition is natural.
Yeah.
And that's an even playing field, you know?
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to do the WNBF, but I wouldn't mind doing more WrestleMania. It does kind of throw me off sometimes where they have like enhanced athletes that they promote, which is a little bit weird, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure, 100% sure about that. But those shows are fun. I like doing them, and I wouldn't mind doing WrestleMania again. But the way I look at the pro status is like rank 1. Like if you earn a rank 1 title in a while, you're a rank 1, you know, you're a rank 1 player.
Right.
I got my pro status in bodybuilding. I'm not trying to be a professional bodybuilder, like that's my job, but when you look at my accolades, professional natural bodybuilder is one of those things, so. Not what I do for a living, but like I said, that's just the ranking that I've achieved, so. Whether or not my status within WrestleMania still as a pro is like, not super important. It's more like the milestone personally that I hit, but competing in WrestleMania would be fun, but could go somewhere else too. I can try to re-earn it too. In physique or classic physique. I'm probably gonna do classic next time, as well as physique.
That's good stuff. That's gonna be good.
Yep. Are you
Alright, I'm
done?
gonna head on.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna do just a teeny bit more.
Bye everyone.
What time is it?
Thank you for helping me with my lifties and cheering me on.
Yeah, I'll do like maybe 15 more minutes.
As well.
You're welcome, good job.
Thank you.
You rock.
No, you.
You're so good at lifting, it's insane. Your form is so good.
Thank you guys.
Alright, I'll be out here lifting.
Oh, hold on.
Here you go.
You may have a little earwax in there.
Most of my income comes from what? What do I do for a living? Content creation here on Twitch and on YouTube, and I have various sponsors that we receive a salary from, and we have various sponsor opportunities that we partake in, all of which I'm very, very, very grateful for, not only to the sponsors, but also to you guys in my community who is able to make those kind of things happen for me. Yeah, I weigh 215 right now. Yep. So yeah, that's what I do for a living. I also help run a management company that we also make use of their own services, right? Talked to Pete SPD. I think that we had some discussion with SPD. I think that they're probably mostly interested in working with me during my competitive season, perhaps. I think that might be where we left off. Something like that. Something like that. Heaviest I weighed during a bulk? Probably just maybe around 225 or something. Feel great today? Whatever, let's get back to it. The competitions that have year-long testing are great. Makes more people tell us, yeah. I think that's the kind of thing I might be interested in joining a more stringent natural bodybuilding federation. So, I mean, you can test me anytime. Come on over, you know, like that's fine. But yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, you just gotta get in shape and see how you do on that day against everybody else who shows up, whether they're following rules or not. But I think it would be kind of cool to have like certainty that yeah, you're competing against other natural athletes. It is a true true even playing field, rather than, you know, just having to pass a urine test the day of the show, which is, I understand that some people, you know, are able to get around that. So it's not a huge concern of mine, but it's something to consider, something to think about. So, oh man. We also have our own merchandise and stuff, Morty. Check out !DBH, and then when you buy products through our links from our partners and stuff, like bodybuilding.com here does support us as well. So, have a lot of different ways that you guys can support, but a lot of it is just viewing the content, you know? Good old ad revenue is fantastic too. So, you guys are great. How many calories do I eat in a deficit? That varies. That varies. Right now I'm eating about 3,000, and I expect to slowly see weight loss at that number for a little while, until I have to drop it down a little bit. Or exercise more. Yep. And Prime subbies are great too, yep. Yep, that's part of the income from Twitch for sure. Very grateful for that. For sure. Oh no. All right. What's the highest amount of calories I've ever ate? Like in one day, or like consistently as part of my plan? There we go. Depends. Do I take pre-workout? I do. I don't know if I was ever at like 5K per day super consistently, but 4,500 is a number that I would be able to hit comfortably. Yeah. 4,500 has been, you know, a daily intake that I could stick to comfortably. I probably have eaten 5K pretty consistently before, but I think that's a little bit more than I need. Might get a little on the chubbier side if I did that, but yeah, I think at 5K that starts to get uncomfortable, I would say. What do I drink before a workout? So I don't like to have a lot of food in my system. I like to get up early and get in the gym pretty soon after waking up. So what I've been doing recently is I've been having 2 scoops of whey protein isolate that digest really well. And then I have my pre-workout with that and the creatine and stuff. Then I have the carbohydrate amino acid drink during my workout, and then I'll have some whey protein after. And so sometimes, yeah, I think the pre-workout could be helpful for that. Just a little caffeine to get you going, wake you up. Creatine, what I do? Yeah, I just linked you the subs video too. Can you imagine eating 3,000 calories there? That's funny. That's funny. Started gymming more, realized that your right arm is simply starting to left arm even out. I would just train consistently, train evenly, and it'll even out. You can do extra work on your left if you want to, but I think it's normal for your dominant, arm to be a little stronger. But I think if you're just new to the gym, you're going to notice that difference more than in a couple months when you've been training consistently, and it's much more even. 3,000 calories seems possible. I'm hungry on that, guy. I'm hungry on 3,000, but I mean, it doesn't feel bad, but I definitely am hungry on that. 4,500 starts to feel like that's when I'm like, okay, I'm eating a fair amount, but I can still hammer the food. I think 5,000 starts to be where it's like, ooh, yeah, that's a lot of meals. That's a lot of big meals throughout the day. 3,000 right now feels like pretty clean, burn, and sharp. Pretty clean, burn, and sharp. So plant-based, yeah. That's why both you guys asked at the same time. Yeah. My 3,000 calories a day right now are mostly just like protein, veggies, some fats and fruits and yogurt. It's pretty funny. Aside from the supplementation. Whew. Feeling very good on that. Feeling very good on the plant-based. I found that corn, Q-U-O-R-N, the little bites, have very consistency and even sometimes flavor like chicken, which I don't need the flavor chicken, but it's just I like it. 2,200 is low. Though it's staying. Yep. Does that like corn in Germany? Yeah, I feel you. You're plant-based for 3 years, just stopped last month. Any reason? Vegan? No, I still have dairy. I just don't eat meat. Which has been making me feel pretty good, so that's been working out well for me. All right, I feel like I can work out all day. I'm gonna give myself 10 more minutes and then we'll get out of here, okay? We're gonna be on a short gaming stream today, but whatever, we've been gaming pretty hard, so. And it's been a fun gym stream, so it's good. That's vegetarian, yeah. Yeah, it's in my garage, Have you seen the clip when the strongman said that deadlifts are not worth the risk for it? I have seen it. I think deadlifts are fucking awesome. Use good form and don't. I mean, if you're a strongman, maybe. I think deadlifts are awesome. I think if you use really good form, deadlifts are not gonna hurt you. Definitely more TBC, we'll see. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Do you have a tip on how to burn body fat like my belly fat? I'm working out, not getting a result. Yeah, exclamation mark fat loss. It's mostly gonna be diet related. You cannot burn fat off your stomach in particular. You can't target fat loss. You just gotta be in a deficit of calories so that your body will burn stored energy, which is body fat before calories. And then you just slowly lose fat by doing that. It's an energy balance thing. That's just the foundation element of fat loss. We've talked about it a lot today, but there's a lot of BS out there. But yeah, you just gotta keep working out. That's awesome. Just get your diet in the right place, get your calories in the right number, and then the fat will start coming off. And then eventually it'll come off of your stomach. You got the right idea though, man. I already have forgotten the amount of invested in the gym, but it's been well worth it. Feel free to let me know if you got any questions, laser gun. I'm just gonna start you off there, that's where we start everybody. With the fat loss video. Yeah, start tracking your calories. There's gonna be a little bit of trial and error in the beginning, and then you're gonna lock it in and you're gonna lose fat. This workout is a lot of reps and just curls and arm stuff, just, you know, almost like a day off. But I still just pump. On like more heavy compound focus days, we'll go a little heavier. But yeah, I do a combination of like some power, heavier days, and then some more bodybuilding focused rep days. Best food to help bulk, peanut butter toast, that's a good one. Yeah, like white rice, pasta, just butter your carbs to get more calories in, make it easier to eat. Yep. For healers, HP, yeah, I think the Battle Master is better for healers. Yep, that would a go-to workout split. What I'm doing recently is like, I'll do legs, arms and shoulders, a back day. If my back feels good, I'll do deadlifts after that. I've considered adding another like incline chest day, and then do the deadlifts after that if I need to. And then after deadlift day, I'll do a chest day. And then if I need another day, I can add recovery days in that are like an extra arms and shoulder day or whatever, and then I'll do squats again, I'll just repeat. So I have like some options if my recovery is not quite there. Like I really worked hard at deadlift, so like if I'm feeling a little sore still, then I can add in another like incline chest or arms and shoulders day. I don't really take days off, so sometimes I'll just add in like lighter bodybuilding days like this. I still need to train my shoulders and arms, like they're a goal of mine. So taking another extra day to train that is good, but it's almost like almost a push-pull. Like a push-pull legs, except I add in arms and shoulders, and I give deadlifts the spot of like a leg day. Deadlifts make your lower back feel tight? It's a form problem. Yeah, it is. Yep. Go a little lighter and use better form. Make sure that you're pushing your hips forward, crunching your ribs into your hips. Make sure that you're engaging your glutes and driving through. Yep, lighter weight, better form. My lower back doesn't really feel deadlifts unless I'm going like, you know, real heavy. Chances are you gotta do some glute strengthening stuff. So you can push your hips through better and brace your core better, like you're gonna have to take a punch. Punch your arms down to engage your lats. Get all this tight before you even get to the bar. Take a big breath. Bend down with pressure. Later, just move right up. Yeah. Get all that real tight before you go. And Blood, thanks for the prime, big flex for you. So if you get your setup right with deadlifts, then you'll be safe and strong. That's how it works. Yep. So I'd go a little lighter and work on your core, work on your back, work on your legs, work on your glutes especially, hamstrings. Yep. Get that form right. It's worth it. Yep. 200 milligrams caffeine sounds like a crazy amount. You don't have to take a full scoop then. You can take a half scoop. 100 milligrams caffeine. Yep. Yep. You can. Yep. But no, I think deadlifts are a good workout. I didn't do them for a while. For that reason, I wanted to protect my lower back. And I feel like it just made me weaker. And I've put deadlifts back in my program recently. And I really am glad that I did. So I've done the experiment. I don't think that not doing deadlifts is good for me. I think that just made my lower back weaker. Right? And I'm glad that I've got it back in. I think what's important is deadlifting conservatively with the weight and making sure that you have good form. And I know deadlift is an exciting and fun movement to chase PRs on, but it's just not worth it if you're not there. Like anything else, you should be doing most of your work sub-maximal training to just build strength and build form, especially if you're new. You can do a whole lot of reps to build the movement pattern. Have all the muscles that are being involved strengthened just by reps and volume. So, yep. But things that get stronger for a deadlift, it's gonna be mostly your glutes and hamstrings and your core and back. Those are the big ones. Oh, I think glutes are just such an important muscle for power and for lower back health too. Nice, Ty, nice. I'm telling myself that we're gonna get out of here pretty soon. Oh, I could work on arms all day, but I think we are getting to that sort of fatigue point where it's like, all right, we're good for today. We're good for today. We're getting there. Because I do want to try to get some games in, hopefully starting around 1. So if we're gonna do that, we probably ought to get going. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for showing love. Well, I thought a lat raiser recently didn't do much weight. Oh, I go super light on lateral raises. I mean, moving weights, like a lot of it, at least this kind of stuff, is learning how to contract a muscle and do that against resistance. Doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, if you're trying to squat, sometimes you can put on some heavy weight and get it moving, but isolation stuff, squeezing that muscle against resistance. Doesn't have to be real heavy. It's good stuff. Sorry, Ty, we're gonna be back for the games in about 30 minutes. But yeah. Yeah, avoiding deadlifts is the exact opposite of thicker back. Yep, for sure. For sure. No, I was under the impression that what I was thinking to myself was, deadlifts can kind of put pressure on my back. I'm gonna not train deadlifts and I'm gonna do hex bar deadlifts instead. And it was like, yeah, that's a fine idea, but yeah. Or like what I've learned since then, we had to get ready for the powerlifting meet for Twitch, where instead of doing safety squat bar squats, which I love, I had to start doing barbell squats again. Instead of doing hex bar deadlifts, I had to start doing straight barbell deadlifts again. And it was like, oh, this is a big adjustment. But I did make the adjustment, but there was some time in between where I was like, oh man, I gotta do a lot of stuff to get my lower back ready for this. And so what I realized after that is like, I don't think I wanna take those out. I think I wanna leave those in. Those are good for me, they're fun. You just gotta make sure that you do use good form. And as a beginner, spending a lot of time on higher rep ranges, focusing really hard on form is gonna do you some good, so, yep. All right, let's wrap it up here, guys. I will see you guys back here, hopefully in about 30 minutes to get the, like probably only 4 hours of gaming stream in today. We'll hang out, we'll do our thing. Thank you so much for helping us get started off strong. If you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you follow. You guys can also follow along on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll slap that in the chat for you. My Gains YouTube channel is a relatively new YouTube channel that we started that has a lot of my training. Right now we're doing like some guide videos. I'd eventually like to condense some of these workouts, if we can find an editor for that, condense some of these workouts into not quite as long videos, but in the meantime, we are uploading my full training sessions on that channel as well, so show that some love if you enjoy it. Another new thing that we've got is the Bajheera Shorts channel. That's just a fun one, check that one out as well, and I will see you guys back here, like I said, in about 30 minutes to get a little bit of gaming in. Thanks for watching, see you soon. Peace!